Hey Tonks, long time no see. Not that I've streamed in a few months, but... Hey Simbro, welcome back to Twitch, thank you. Hopefully I'll be around a bit more frequently. Probably not a whole lot on Warframe though. I got a bunch of new games that I'd like to play through. Hey Dragon. 11 months, Jesus, thank you. So I farmed a lot of this stuff off stream on my own. Just haven't been in the mood for quite a while. But I figure I need some more Intrinsics, so I might as well do that. Recently just got back to the game like a week or two ago. Welcome back. I still sort of play in my off time, but it's less because I enjoy it and more because it's a habit, I think. You know, if there's always stuff to achieve here, in that sense, progression kind of helps in the real world. I got some new headphones on. You'll have to tell me how the audio is as well. I just messed with all that for quite a while just now. Microphone coming through alright, game coming through alright. But yeah, I got new headphones that are noise cancelling, so I can barely hear myself, which is really, really weird. Hey Laser, welcome. This is a pretty welcome change, I must say. Fixing the reactors. I think I had 5 or 6 of them stored up, of the Vidar ones, Mark III. So all of them were above 90, and then I went and did another run, and the very next reactor was 100 points, so pretty happy with that. Forget what else they've changed. What else? A lot of the Intrinsics? No. What are these things called? Avionics. I keep getting those two mixed up. I know they changed it so that the winged ones don't work on the Railjack anymore. I think I've already taken those off. Thank you very much, Sim. Crazy. So I haven't actually flown it since the changes, but I did skim over some of this before. I don't really think there's too much that matters. Oh, I know they nuked the hang on. The abort farm. Let me just bring that up on my other screen. So I did a few runs of the abort stuff just to see how many intrinsics per minute I was getting. The high numbers are with the Smeeta. It's not perfect math, but whatever. But I was doing some runs on Cassio's Rest, which seemed to be pretty good as well. Not quite as good, but pretty good. So I intend to try that again. Hopefully they haven't killed it completely. I don't play Warframe a lot either. Couldn't bother to force yourself through the Railjack grinding. I can't blame you. It's definitely not what was advertised. Hopefully there'll be some changes in the near future. Sort out my placement. Oh, that kind of screwed me up. Until I haven't done this for a while. So many windows on the other screen. Let's go grab a Vara. Probably need to buy another affinity booster. I imagine the old one's worn out. I think this is fine. Smeeta. Yeah, that'll do. Scroll that down a bit. Make sure this thing is not dead. Also, I haven't got music going. I'm going to see what that's like. Kind of one of the biggest, well, my biggest downfalls of streaming is just, I feel like I need that music in the background, just so there's no dead air. But that becomes a problem unless I'm playing non-copyrighted stuff whenever I upload stuff to YouTube, and it's really difficult for me to find music because I don't typically listen to it much on my own, so it's not like I have this stockpile. One of the next few games I want to play, there's some Crash Bandicoot, which has crazy soundtracks, and some Dark Souls, which has awesome music, so I shouldn't need to override it. Is that regular Avara? It is indeed, yes. Yeah, I haven't farmed any of the new Prime stuff for quite a while. Plug that one in. I think I built something else too. Shield maybe? Yeah, for the recharge delay. .1 seconds seems pretty good. I forgot Avara Prime was a thing. And that's just Garbo. Did you mention Crash Bandicoot? CTR? I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot and Crash Team Racing, but I've got the remastered trilogy, the Insane trilogy maybe? It's on PC. So I've got those three that I want to play through. So that'll be in the very near future. I thought I wanted to change something here. I don't need this. I need to get the better version of this, which I think comes from Earth, and I've spent like no time there. Speedrun Crash? I don't know about that, but I'll definitely do a playthrough. Oh, this seems fine. I feel like there was something that was supposed to go here that isn't. I don't remember what, and it was just because I didn't have the capacity. I really have no idea though. I don't know what half of these do. I'm not sure if there's a Predator that is a level above this. 4 dots. Would be cool, yeah. I still remember pretty much all of the music from those games. I don't think there's a remastered Crash Team Racing though, is there? So we'll just keep it for now until I remember what else I want. So my intrinsics are pretty much done, but, well, over halfway at least. But I'm imagining that the command tree is going to be the most important one. And rank 10 of these 3 doesn't really give me anything that I care about, so I figure I'll just max that out for when this is a thing. CTR Nitro Fueled? Is that on PC? Yeah, let me write that down. Because I didn't even know the Insane trilogy was on PC until I family shared with a friend. Not sure, yeah. Well, they remastered the whole Spyro thing as well, so I've got that. I've got like 10 new games that I want to go through. I got Sekiro as well. Oh shit, I forgot to buy a booster. Let's go and do that. Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. Don't know about CTR, yeah. So I got those 3 Crash games. I think there's 3 Spyro games, maybe not. There's like a Cluster Truck, like weird speedrun game. Got a lot to do at the moment. I'll get another former building too. Haven't really been playing with unmaxed gear since Railjack came out. I think the system is pretty good, but like it is a lot of fun flying around on the ship. It still needs a lot of work. Yeah, so I was farming Cassio's Rest for Intrinsics instead of the Veil. It seemed to be quicker. I don't remember the order. I never really worked out the ideal order for operations here. I have to turn my game down a bit. Which, let me just make sure I don't actually turn yours down. Fucking cavat noise scared me. A1. Alright, that'll do. So I guess I'm gonna go and try and take this one out first. Super slow while I got this cloaking on. Forget how long it lasts, but it seems to be a long time. I don't really know the ideal way for dealing with cruise ships yet. I guess for this I'll be boarding them anyway, but usually in terms of speed, I saw a bunch of people shooting it with the some kind of Zekti and then just blasting it with the laser. That seemed really quick. I don't know where these things pop out. Ooh. Guess we'll find out if it's this or not. Back to the older Dari strats. Maybe I should kill a bunch of those fighters before I start this. Did I finally tweet? Yeah, I've been a bit conflicted about that because it seems the only way to get DE to ever hear you is to speak on Twitter. Kind of annoying. I was kind of expecting to have some borders on. Pretty lucky they didn't nerf a Dari. Yeah. Where the hell are these things? Oh, down there. Stuck in the ship. Never had that happen before. Because if you place it right, you can get it to kill these things with your particle ram, right? Tell D to give Wormhole to Rhino? And never play any other frame, would you? So where's the other one here? I also don't like that boost on double shift. Kind of annoying. Alright. I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to stop looking. Open that up and see if it makes a difference. Doesn't seem like I'm getting harassed by fighters, it's just those turrets, so probably not. I think it would be pretty interesting to try and speedrun this. So it's on top of that, okay. Shouldn't be too hard to park on that one. So I guess the most OP arc gun for Railjack. As far as I know, they seem a lot weaker now. I haven't really bothered using them that much. I don't know what they changed, but they're definitely worse than they used to be. I think someone told me the Velocitus is decent again. I don't know if that's true or not. So the problem here is that the invisibility outside wears off too quickly. And then I have to keep warping back out. Kind of annoying. Hey, we can't pre-farm Intrinsics. Yeah, that seems like a really weird change to make. That's why I haven't bothered maxing out 3 of the tiers until I have enough to max out the command thing when it becomes available. Didn't change the UI to how damage types are converted. Yeah, I've got no idea how any of that works. I know there's different damage types, but I have not looked into it at all. So I'm hoping when I go back to the ship, it'll be boarded. And not just have people shooting missiles at it. It may be that I have to destroy the missile turrets out there. Not sure. I got some. I think this is the only time I ever play Avira when I have to do this stealth bomb crap. Shame, because I really used to like her. Indirect nerfs? Actually, I know they're always trying to change how the stealth multiplier works. I don't really pay attention to what they change though. Covert Lethality and Zenistar Navigator, right. I don't feel like she ever really needed CL unless you were trying to do the endless stuff, right? It makes sense for that mod to be gone. I don't like what they've done to the Zenistar. It's a shame. Come out of there. For some reason it resets your stealth multiplier if you have to hit them from the front. I don't know why. So I think something that bothers me is that if I'm in here and I kill all these turrets... Yeah, they're still targeting me. Some aren't. But if I kill them, they just respawn, right? What's the point? I found it hard to get the Zenistar, just they nerfed it, yeah. Crime against humanity, indeed. Like, you can still build combo by blocking shots with it, but it just makes everything that much harder to use. Yeah, I don't know if I should clear outside before I come in here just to prevent taking constant catastrophic failure while I'm in here. I feel like there's less enemies in here actually. This used to be full. There used to be 20 guys in this room. Kind of wanted to be on 500% before killing him. How do you keep playing Warframe? I mean, I play it very on and off. Play a lot of things in between. Definitely don't have a passion for it like I used to. Like I said before, I think it's more of a habit than anything. It's just something to do. It's progression to be made. Makes me feel like I've done something positive in the day. What other games do you play? In my own time, I played a lot of They Are Billions, which is like a zombie strategy game. And recently I've been playing something called Castle Story, which is kind of similar, but there's like a unit cap of 15. And you gotta just conquer the map, I guess. It's called Conquest. It's kind of really... It's more about the building than the combat, I guess. Right. So I think it's just these turrets messing me up. I'm gonna test if I kill them, if they respawn or not. Because I always thought they did. Wow. I feel like this control's really weird at the moment. I have to go and do some repairs as well. Like I swear I've killed these things before and they just pop back up. Directly farming Intrinsics seems kind of pointless. Now there's a cap. Well, yes and no. I still need to reach that cap. Thing is, I've already got most of the gear that I want, so I don't really need to farm that anymore. So confront these guys if you sleep them twice for some reason. Otherwise you have to hit them all from behind if it's their first time being asleep. Seems weird. But I feel pretty limited on which games I can play off stream now that I've started streaming, because I feel like a lot of them it just makes sense to play on stream. So I kind of avoid playing those, like the Dark Souls stuff and Crash Bandicoot I've had for a while. Those things just make a lot of sense to play on here. We just kept trying to get good engines, still don't have good engines. Oof. I think mine are decent. I haven't really looked at how high those stats go though, so... Can we get any good intrinsics from those? Avionics? From turrets? I feel like I'm always trying to kill them, but there's never any reason to do so. It's really only these guys that I care about. Pull them all in. Haven't been able to find any other guns that I like very much either. Is it? Been a while since I catch one of your streams. It's been a while since I've streamed. I haven't been on here for 2 months or so. Oh, welcome. Not sure how much Warframe I'll be streaming. That's all I'll be playing today, but it's more of just a test to make sure all my software's working again. Because anytime I don't stream for like a week, all of my audio settings break. This time was no exception. It's a turret. So I'd really like to have all 6 of these guys on screen at once. I don't know if you can do that. These Zekti Castnox for one-shotting cruise ships with artillery. Yeah, I've seen some people doing that. It makes sense. I guess at the moment I don't really want to do that because I'm going to go and stealth kill everyone on there just for the affinity. But I built the Zekti. I built that exact weapon and it wasn't great in general, I found. It makes sense for killing the cruise ships, but not everything else. Not sure if I was boarded or not. Cruise ship spawns are limited, so you have to kill them to spawn more. Yeah. I feel like I haven't seen more than like 3 on screen at once before. In solo, at least. It was a game changer when I got this black hole. Extremely convenient. turned up some of the different volumes that I wouldn't usually have, just for the stream, like transmission volume and stuff. It's really weird being able to hear the fighters yelling. I've never heard that before. Do you ever think with munitions? Which munitions? The... Vortex? I've never found that that cures anything. I guess it might here. It doesn't in the Proxima. Although I don't have the Avionics to increase its damage. Could try that. I was pretty concerned about getting the Avionics for a while there because I needed this black hole thing. Just for the veil. That's not where I want to be. Pump DPS into it with cast nuts works fine. Drifting for the damage bonus. Is that built into ship components? I don't remember. Or is that part of the part of the intrinsic trees? Maybe both, right? I don't think I've ever tried to take advantage of it. Gunnery 9? Yeah. That's a good point. I'll have to try that. Did that work on Saturn? Because it's really just the fighters here that I want to kill. It's great with Vortex since you're aiming in a general direction. Yeah, that makes sense. I really wanted to like that at the beginning, but it just wouldn't do anything. God damn it. Guess I just missed him. Let's see. Can't get energy from pads with a 4 active apparently. Didn't even know that was a thing. Under two-shotting everything in the veiled vortex, depending on how much I shoot into it. Depending on how much I shoot into it, what do you mean by that? I've been almost killed so many times doing that. Super frustrating when they actually get me. I could probably do the cruise ships first, so I'm not getting constantly hassled. I guess that would mean I get fewer boarding parties as well though. Kind of a shame. I like having guys on the ship. Can we get this guy? Is he gonna come out? Good enough. Got more ram sleds coming in. It's kind of annoying that if I take damage while I'm flying, I lose my stealth multiplier. Hey Bevlever, welcome. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a while, that's for sure. Hope you've been well. Yeah, not so much. Not so much, but it's fine, I'll deal with it. You still been streaming? I haven't really been on Twitch at all, I don't really watch. Yeah, I don't really watch anymore, honestly. There's a long time there where I only ever watched Twitch, never touched YouTube. That's kind of the other way around. That's alright, it is what it is. And yeah, I didn't bother going down here until quite recently. There's only ever one guy, sometimes two, so it's not that big of a deal. Oop, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna have to make more of the recall stuff. Oh, the repair stuff, sorry. I'm pretty low. Been chugging along, quite down a bunch over the holiday period. Yeah, fair enough. Still play Warframe? I don't play it anywhere near as much as I used to, that's for sure. Kind of seeing a lot of people moving away from it, can't really blame them. That's not the button I want. Warframe's taking a big back seat, yeah. Fair enough. Playing a lot of platformers at the moment, like what? I've always wanted to play more of them. I watch a lot of Super Mario Maker. There are a lot of streamers that play that on Twitch as well. I used to watch them, but like I said, back to YouTube. But I watch it all the time, and I've never played a Mario Maker or a Mario game in my life. I'd really like to. Ori? Hollow Knight, Celeste, Shovel Knight. I have Hollow Knight and Celeste. I plan to play those very soon. Heard very good things. Mario Maker 2 is next on your list? Nice. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that game, but I watch a lot of it. I don't own a TV or any consoles, so I've kind of been limited like that. Although I guess I've sort of just come into a TV, so I may buy one. Hollow Knight is currently my favourite game. You love it? Nice. Yeah, like I said, I've only ever heard good things. Hollow Knight. I've got an overabundance of games that I want to stream at the moment. Celeste and Hollow Knight are high on the list for sure. Particularly Celeste. I think depending on how Celeste goes will tell me how Hollow Knight will go. To a degree. Ow. Fuck off. Roto makes premium Mario Maker content. Yeah, he's good. I watch a lot of Barbarous King, Carl Sagan 42, you got Rika, you got The Beast, watch some of him. I don't watch a whole lot of Orator, but definitely every now and then. I know Barb thinks very highly of him. Good balance of exploring, combat and difficulty. Nice. I've always liked the look of those games, just like I said, never got into it. I think the most similar thing I ever played was Limbo, which is more of a puzzling game. I'm never sure when I can kill those drones and keep my affinity thing, so I just don't bother. I know sometimes you can, but I'd rather just keep it. In case there's some guys back on my ship. Like there is. I'm always so impatient. Oh, I lost it. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize I lost it by taking damage on the ship itself. I thought it was just in space. Well, the cat buff. Give me a cat. Yeah. It's working for me because I'm on stream. Usually it doesn't do shit. Have you maxed all your intrinsics? I'm at 99910 and I've got 333 left over. I haven't really cared too much about maxing the last one. Why is that so far away? Because I want to max out command when I get it. I feel like that'll be the most important one for me. Wow, that was way closer than I thought it was. Go and get this guy. Only get cat buffs in the simulacrum. Yeah. Left gun at 9, so I could put some levels in command. Yeah. I don't really understand the logic behind making it so that we can't farm excess intrinsics, right? Any tips gone into Railjack? I mean, I didn't bother building my Railjack for a long time. I just joined other people's squads until I had Mark 3 of everything, and then built it like that. I had the Rush Repair Jones at the time, though. Wish they don't have any more, so that's definitely going to make your life harder. Have you made a video about it? Nah. I haven't really touched YouTube at all for... Oh, shit. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Because the cruise ship's out of my playable zone. I can't go that way anymore. It's like turning me around automatically. Stop that. Give people that granted the OP strat massive advantage. Yeah. Get music playing to stay awake and leech off friends. I agree. I mean, I don't have any friends, so I did everything in public. I'm just gonna piss this guy off to make sure he's coming closer. Can I kill him with the big turret? Guess we'll find out. Two shots. But does that kill him? Seems to. So, oh, there we go. It did count. So that was 40 minutes. I was fucking around a fair bit as well, though. Let's, hang on. Does this show me in here? 426? So I got about 90 for doing that. It's not terrible. I've definitely had it better than that. I was expecting to get over 100 for sure. What did I get last time? 130, 134. Yeah, 426. As I write it down. Must admit, I am pretty burned out on playing this. Now that I can't farm intrinsics while I'm getting parts, it's kind of meh. Because I usually do one of these runs and then do 3 or 4 trying to get reactors and stuff. Now it's this or nothing, right? Not great. I think I did have a few other things that I had to do in Warframe. I don't remember what they are. I can go. Apart from obviously going and farming more prime frames. Had some decorations. I think it's in my title. Hang on. Plague Star, right? I forgot that was a thing. Hey Snaddle, welcome. Yeah, I'll probably break it up by doing some Plague Star, I think. Jump between the two. I'll be back in a bit. The chicken cooking time? I mean, fair enough. Priorities. Max any of that out. I think I usually take a wisp on this just to leech off the public group, right? Only been up 50 minutes? Wow. Sometimes streaming feels like... I mean, at the moment, I feel like I've been streaming a lot longer than I have. Usually it's the other way around. Where am I going, Earth? Yeah. Always need more former. Gonna do a run or two. I kind of want to limit myself a bit. I guess it's weird with Warframe because it's more of a sandbox and you're just making your own fun. But with like Dark Souls, I would stream 8, 9 or 10 hours at a time. Not really the best schedule. I want to keep it to, 4 hours or something. But what do you do in Warframe for 4 hours? Not really sure. The burnout is real over that time period. Oh wow. We got a new up-down system. I'm used to having Nova for doing this stuff. Usually I join a group and stage 1's already done. Struggling with Dark Souls? Have you played all of them? I've only played Dark Souls 3. That was just to see if I would enjoy the series or not. Which I did. How the hell do I get out of here? I don't go up yet. Oh yeah, but I've got 1 and 2 as well. Have you played all of them? Like, what are you struggling on? Playing the first one? Nice. Saw the headshot guy doing some gamer shit with a light drum. Interesting. I'm not sure what the headshot guy is, but... Knocking the Hematite out of the boil. Interesting. Definitely haven't seen that. Has one boss been kicking your ass? Yeah, don't tell me, I haven't played it yet. I didn't have too much trouble with Dark Souls 3. The final boss kind of screwed me around for a while. That was the first time I got angry at the game. Or frustrated. It's the final boss. Everything else was usually like between 1 and 5 attempts, and then there was maybe 2 or 3 that took like 10. But they're never that bad. It was a really beautiful game though, especially the music, really nice. I've fired up Dark Souls 1 and had a look at the graphics, and even though it's the remastered version, god is it awful. But it should be fun. Magus Anomaly can drag the Hematite out of the boil better. Magus Anomaly. I mean, I've got it. I haven't tried it. Let's write that down. Stop. What I'm up to is commonly regarded as being bullshit. I feel like most of them are regarded as being bullshit, right? Every time I'd get near a boss arena, everyone would start freaking out. Talk about how bad it is. Relatively early game, and more bullshit to come, for sure. Any reason for why you play Wisp? I've seen so many people play Wisp. I mean, it's just a brain dead mode, right? All I do is put down these 3 things. Everyone thinks that I'm helping, and I can just watch Twitch chat, not pay much attention. The Hematite guys are super easy to kill, so it doesn't really matter too much. Fire rate for Piranha, yeah, that's nice as well. I just cast Nova 4 where it spawns. That's what I used to do when I was speedrunning back in the day. Have they fixed the Nightwave thing? Used to be able to skip dialogue with this. Wow, I feel like that changed my audio. Maybe not. Kuva comb is also good for it? Really? I've actually really come to like the comb after the Kuva variant. I never liked the regular one that much. I do like the Kuva one. How stupid does it look that I'm just going straight up like that? Nightwave skip still works? Interesting. I stopped speedrunning it when that became a thing because nobody wants to talk about the strats. It's incredibly frustrating dealing with those people. I haven't tried speedrunning at all this time around. Nice portal. It wouldn't work anyway, the ends way in space. What element do people go for on the comb? I mean, I've got blast on here, right? I'm not sure if you go blast on the comb as well. usually play Wisp when I'm doing the Railjack missions properly, when I'm not trying to stealth stuff. Because you can just lay down the the moats where you are a pilot, so you permanently got the buffs. And even if the ship is overrun by enemies and they're all shooting at you, they're all constantly getting crowd controlled and you're getting healed constantly, so it doesn't even matter. Just ignore them for the whole mission. Put another one on the port that people come in and out of. Make the team feel like I'm helping. Usually a Sarpa if pubs. For armor stripping or for killing? Why are you on that? I still armor strip with the Sarpa. I never tried damaging with it though. That command doesn't do anything as far as I know. Armor strip, yeah. Dargan is playing the game the way DE wants, yeah, maybe. Slower is better, apparently. What's that Magus anomaly? This is pretty satisfying. Do you get extra reload speed from Wisp as well? Is that a thing? That'd be super convenient if you do. I think I swapped this to Viral. Viral Ignis, I usually use. That was just for proccing guys in Railjack. Oh, that didn't work. I think so, from haste? Yeah. I found the Nikana Prime to be, with its heavy attacks, to be the best way of dealing with the Railjack guys. The Comb was doing alright. The Nikana charge attack was crazy. You run into a room, paint everyone with Viral from the Ignis. And then I chop them up. Limbo doesn't do anything to this guy, does he? So my phone just vibrated. Whoa. Hey, buddy. Chaka? Chaka, I don't know how to pronounce that. I haven't even got that yet. I think I got 8 or 9 of the weapons, and then I stepped away from the Liches. That system was a big failure, I think. Not at all what was advertised or intended. And it's definitely no fun for the player. Let me just see why I'm vibrating. Someone's inviting me to a dinner I'm not going to. I want that gold emblem in front of my name. What gold emblem? There's a blue emblem. Twitch Prime. Oh, that thing, I see. I forgot I put those on there. You got the silver moon, yeah. Silver, gold, diamond, ruby, and then glyph. That's how it goes. I don't really want to speedrun it, I don't think. Like, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Like, speedrunning's fun, but man, does it give me anxiety. I mean, fuck it. I guess we'll screw around with it a little bit. This one? Typical speedrun. Oh, shit. I think I've heard this guy speak once before. It really spun me out. I've got my audio settings up that I don't usually have up. Wow, that was weird. Right, so we just keep that. Does melee matter? Sarpa, obviously. Rana, I don't have a... I do have a Ruben. Crit chance and damage. Pretty average, but... better than nothing. I don't know if viral is best for killing the trash mobs. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. But I reckon anomaly. Oh. Okay. Apparently I don't know how to spell it. Operator. Magus is operator. That makes sense. Hey, they added it here. I thought you had to be an operator form to see that. Equipment. Magus anomaly somewhere. On transference in, enemies within 20 meters are pulled towards the Warframe. Transference in. So when the operator goes back into the Warframe. Within 20 meters. That could be interesting. It's nice that it's a 100% chance. Wow, just hearing all the people in the background is really weird as well. This guy I can hear from a mile away. Stacks as well, as in... what stacks? Doesn't make sense, unless you mean 40 meters. It's just Alpha build. It's just attack speed and shattering impact, right? Are there Twitch drops going on? I have no idea. Crit chance, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, shattering impact. Toxin from in there, yeah. 40? Wow. I just got something from Teshin. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if I can do this on my other screen. Probably be back one maybe. Yep. Cephalon Psi Glyph, Mag with the Itzau Noggle and the Exploration poster. January 20, 24th, 27th. Watch any channel in the Warframe directory, so it doesn't even have to be a partner. One per account, only available on Twitch. Yeah. Just got the Cephalon Psi Glyph. Nice. 40? Is 40 necessary? I mean, I don't know how far away the thing spawns, right? I guess we'll just take one and find out. No. So is the Itzel still faster for getting around with this nerf? Sorry, I'm not even on the Itzel, I'm on the Misha. Ooh, forgot how that worked. I haven't thrown a portal on Nova in a long time. So is this where you do this? I've never actually done that before. Alright, I've got no health mods on this one. I think for Plague Star I would usually adjust that. I'm just trying to watch what's happening to them. It's not like they're getting tripped or anything, are they? They're just getting pulled. I used to have this on a hotkey as well. Faster flight speed, can use zip line, things like slingshot and stuff. So I'm on the Amisha from doing the Railjack stuff. I haven't used that rip line ability at all. I think when they first changed it, I used it once to throw a I don't know what they're called, but the stompy guys. Just throw one of those around for a little while. And then when that got boring, I never equipped it again. I think I would usually take the Adaza as well, now that I think about it. What is going on here? Remember, this was always very mentally draining to farm this stuff. You always want Former, but man, is this stuff tedious. These guys aren't even responding. wanted. Really? What are you doing, mate? Wow. Have they reworked the way something looks there, or was that a different ability? Does that look pretty cool? I guess I got no duration on this build. I reckon I had a Plague Star specific one, but I don't have anymore. Maybe it's on the other Nova. It's a speedrun build with some health and a lot of duration, sorry. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely need that duration. Ooh. So if I just go straight up there. Okay, that's not working. Downside is it pulls in all the other guys, right? I reckon I must have had handspring back in the day as well. So the problem is I'm going to get my ass kicked up here. Yeah, I need that health. Hit you after it dies? This guy? With a slam? Yeah, I guess it can. I've forgotten everything. Get off the bush, please. Interesting. I think I used to do like seven minutes-ish in the old days. I think, I forgot his name. Namen bars got down to 6. 14, not great. 100 Kuva though. Yeah, honestly, that just stresses me out so much, fucking around with that. Kind of weird that I don't have the old build. I guess I probably changed it for that, right? Or it'd be very similar, maybe. Plague Star? What is this? Health, duration. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Extra damage on reload though, kind of weird. Still high range. It's 265. What was this? 190. In-game timer is also bugged, is it? That wouldn't surprise me. Enemy radar. Do I need that? I guess it helps. Man, just the noise in the background is so distracting. I'm not used to it. Yeah, there's no handspring in here. Weird. Definitely thought I would have had that. I guess if you're playing properly, it won't matter. So I feel like I need to have the operator one, right? Elevate to heal. So I can't just have 2 of these. There's definitely more than 20 meters where it spawns to where it's safe. Kind of crap. What else was that? The comb, yeah. What's best for the infested? I think I always used to run... This always had corrosive on it. I never tried gas, I don't know if that's better. So try that. Do at least one more run. I don't even remember my way around Cetus at the moment. In-game timer is also bugged. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I know there's a bit of inconsistency at the end usually. Well, that started at 3 minutes. What? I can't choose Plague Star from here, can I? And let's reset it anyway. Good of them to fuck up the in-game timer even more than it already was. Awesome. I don't know how close to accurate that is. I don't even know where this entrance is. Got some hidden side cave for some reason. I vaguely remember this. No, I don't. I thought that would take me out somewhere else. Should we be able to start the mission in the open world? One of those pointers. Yeah, but that defeats the purpose of that timer, doesn't it? I don't have a third party one running. Not that I expect to be pushing times at the moment. It's kind of dumb. Is this going to say 3 minutes? No. Weird hearing the in-game music after having it disabled. Yeah, tell me about it. It's the first time I've heard it too. The music, the ambient sound. I had to turn transmissions off again because, man, was that annoying. I don't want to hear the same shit 1,000 times. In the roof, good. That wasn't really the way I wanted to go, but... I wonder if I could have gone up through the floor there. Answer is yes. Fuck off. Get out of here. Probably have to set up a macro to do that. And a macro to do this too, just to make it 100% efficient. I think I'm pretty low on this stuff. Oh, that guy can screw it up real quick, can't he? Only heard him hit it 3 times and it's half dead. Actually, I didn't realize there was even music in the open worlds, or in even missions. I thought it was all just the stuff between missions and on the orbiter and in quests. I guess it makes sense, but I hadn't really... It's just been so long. I forgot to swap the cat out. Pulling my ancient away. Yeah, that looks really different to me. I guess it's still the same old fire blast or whatever. It just looks really different. Not sure if I've changed something or if they did. I really just like doing this bit too. I made that worse on myself. I know I always have trouble getting him across this water, just on his own AI. And there's no neat way to teleport him either. Still can't go into space. Thought I'd try it. Good enough. Wow, you can even hear the guys before they spawn. Never heard that before either. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Guess I can't bullet jump for some reason. It really throws me off that I have to strip and do that. Not sure the best order of operations for that. Can you strip up there? By that point it's pointless, right? Ooh. Interesting that you can pull him around out here as well, though. I think he killed himself because I didn't damage him. Maybe Nova's passive. Yeah. Takes longer than I remember it. It's not, and I'm just bad, but in my head I was imagining it much more streamlined than it is. I guess because a lot of pellets have been missing, right? I was hoping to kill him before that happened, but not today. $10-minute run? Or was it even worse than that? I guess the time is screwed too, right? Yeah, 10 minutes. Tav and his yeet machine? I don't even know what you mean by that. I definitely enjoy doing that more as Wisp. which I have changed apparently. That was this loadout. Obviously not as quick, but I can sleep through most of it. Yeah, that can all stay the same. I feel like the anomaly thing is pretty pointless. Unless you're trying to shave microseconds when you already got the rest of it optimized, which I obviously don't. Interesting tech though, for sure. Ooh. Fat fingers. Alright. So I think I've done like... Ooh. Hey. I know that name from somewhere, I don't remember where though. I forgot this game existed, not gonna lie. Fair enough. A lot of people are leaving at the moment. I definitely don't play it as much as I used to. I can already feel the burnout. I've only been streaming for like an hour and a half. I'm over it. Usually I'd be watching something else on the other stream while I'm grinding stuff. Are these really... I thought these were 3,000 each. Oh, they are. I was looking at credits, okay. Yeah. Former event is back. Yeah. I don't really have the patience to be farming it the way that I want to, though. Kind of done with it already. Don't play anymore, but enjoy watching from time to time. Yeah, fair enough. Like I was saying earlier, it's more of a habit than a hobby at the moment. Definitely going to be playing some more games in the very near future. Playing a lot of Castle Story the other day. I really wanted to get into it, and it just feels like there's not enough there. There's like this little building / conquest game that was kickstarted 3 or 4 years ago. John put me onto. I really wish I could get into that. I guess we'll do Avara again. I really don't have any other things to be doing on the Railjack, do I? It's a shame because I enjoyed farming like Giant Point or whatever it's called. That's not what I want. You get some decent public squads doing that. I was going to try the other Avionics. In control. So it's... To replace this? It does. It's kind of a shame. But I guess they're doing the same job, so it's fine. So there's that. Can I get rid of? Oh, I don't even use that, so that's fine. I think they count as ordnance, so you'd want that. And then there's that drifting thing, which is only from Intrinsics, yeah. Gonna work for a bit? No worries. Let's throw... I'll have to kill probably one of these as well. That's not a thing here. I don't have any commands here, I don't think. I don't understand the point of it. I only ever see that in Odin's stream. I guess we'll get rid of the boost. Yeah, kill that. Ordnance reload time, that could be handy as well. Wow, that's expensive. 17. Got the name of the other one already. Warhead. Can I really not fit either of those other two? I guess I can have that back in. That'll be fine. So drift and ordnance. Let's try that. Hey Lauren, welcome. Well, that's a nostalgic name for me. my YouTube channel was named after someone with that name. Anyway, I'm just trying to do some Intrinsics farming at the moment. Someone pointed out that I can do volley work. Seek a volley to take out the fighters real quick. So I'm going to try that out. Is it a stream? It's alright. I don't play a whole lot of Warframe at the moment, and it's kind of... I must admit it's dragging on me a little bit. It's kind of my test run to... Yeah, let's fire back in here. Test run to make sure all my streaming settings are working. And I committed 4 hours to playing this, and there's not really 4 hours of stuff to do in Warframe at the moment. Unless you really want to go hard on grinding Intrinsics for the command tree. It's kind of limited. So I guess I just want to piss everything off. Get some more spawns. Drift and then try that through. Someone told me this would kill everything. If it doesn't. Let's try it again. I'm not sure what counts as drifting. Is that when I'm boosting, or is that only when I've released a boost? Try that again. Yeah, not great. I'm gonna swap that back. Is this fun? 50-50. You agree we need Lotus Prime? I mean, I wouldn't say no. I thought they removed getting Intrinsics when you maxed all of them out. Yeah, they have, but I haven't maxed them all out. I'll show you in a sec. That's not where I want to be. I've kept 3 of them at rank 9. Kills low level? Well, I was on Saturn then and it wasn't killing them. That's kind of where I farm, so... Let's kill this, let's kill this. Is it Ion? Ion Pulse or something? Ion Burn, there we go. And that can get back in. What do you usually stream? I mean, I made this channel streaming Warframe. Been a Warframe partner for a long time, built my YouTube up over that. But the last year or two I've really been disenchanted by DE, so it's kind of turned me away from it. And the other stuff I've streamed is things like Satisfactory or Minecraft or Dark Souls. I'm going to be streaming a lot of Crash Bandicoot and Dark Souls in the near future. Some Hollow Knight. There's a new Souls-like that came out, I forgot the name of it. Stuff like that. What do you mean Warframe partner? You're connected to them, so they'll send you out all free content and they'll host your streams and stuff. They'll raid you after the dev streams and whatnot. Send you all the new frames and new weapons if you want. You get access to the dev Discord server, so you can talk to all the developers and stuff if you want. You get weekly emails about all the up and coming stuff. Where's your Avara Prime? Yeah, I haven't bothered with that at all. How does that happen? You need to have a certain follower base. I think they may have updated it, but when I did it, you needed to have 2,500 YouTube subscribers or 2,500 Twitch followers, maybe. And then you reach out and apply, and they go through and check out all your content and stuff. Make sure you're a good fit for the community and that you're a regular Warframe content creator and stuff. You get your own glyph put in the game. That's my little symbol up the top there. And give that out to people and whatever. I loved watching your daily sortie runs a few years ago. I really enjoyed doing those a few years ago. I tried going back a few times. I definitely can't though. I'm kind of beyond the point where I like Warframe enough that I want to be constantly making fun for myself, which is what that stuff was. It's like I've beaten Warframe to the point where, I need to make my own content. And now I don't really have that same fanboyism where I need to be playing this game. Which is a shame. There's a lot of potential. The game is good, it's got a good base, but they took it in a direction that I wish they didn't. So it's kind of a shame. Just gonna try taking out the fighters first and see what happens. So I think I'm going to try and kill all the fighters first, just so they're not harassing me. I'll see how many of the cruise ships have shown up, and I may take those down second. Because I think I should be doing the base commander last. Grab that. I just have trouble telling how far away these guys are. Hopefully we don't have one of those cruise ships just leaving orbit. How did your Vita reactor reroll go last week? Pretty good. It brought... I already had a 94. 94 with like 75 of the Avionics maybe. And then I had 3 or 4 really shitty, less than 50 ones floating around. So they're all above 90 now. It took my 94 up to a 99. And then I went and did another mission and I got 100 with a... I don't remember what the avionics are on it, actually. But now that I'm at 100, I don't really feel any reason to actually play Railjack anymore. Apart from grinding Intrinsics. That guy's staying reasonable. Which is a shame, because I think the most fun I've had in Railjack is farming Giant Point. It's just when you go nuts on the Railjack itself. Although I don't mind when I join pubs and do boarding. I usually take Grendel and just eat everything. It's pretty fun. I can have a look at my reactors later if I remember. Drop them out the airlock. It was pretty easy because you eat it, you just run through the whole ship, eating everything. So you got 20 guys in your gut. You just shoot them all into a door, proc them all with the viral ignis, which is what I usually just carry around. And then 2 or 3 swings from the Nakana and they're down. Wow, I never noticed the ships actually having those countermeasures before. It was interesting. I guess we're relatively safe here. Hey, 5. Welcome. Oh, nice. Might as well cloak this up for now. Gonna be here for a while. Hello, nice meeting you there. Yeah, you too. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for hanging out. So we've got 20 more to go. So I guess doing this just to like prolong how long the cruise ships are launching ram sleds at you kind of makes sense. Kind of wish I had that the avionic that puts out fires. It's mighty convenient. Oh, hello. It's always very convenient. I did try once where I just cleared everything except the cruise ships and just left them to shoot at me indefinitely. It seems they stopped launching ram sleds eventually. Not entirely sure how that works, but... That's a cruise ship. I don't know if the ram sleds get dragged into this. I'll clear these guys out again. It's definitely going smoother than the last run. I think just leaving all the ships to do their own thing while I'm running around inside the base is not ideal. Nice. Killed all the fighters. Not really sure I should deal with the cruise ships first. Guess we'll go and deal with one. It doesn't really matter that much. I'm just not sure if there's a good way to string them all together. Ooh. That's a guy. Is this hard? No. Not really. I don't have control of my camera at the moment, so... It was hard initially, when you didn't have all the gear. You still get catastrophic failures and stuff on your ship, but it really doesn't matter. You just make sure you get back in time to repair it. It's fine. It's hard going quick. Well, maybe hard's not the right word, but speedrunning anything is obviously difficult. I'm just doing stealth farms for the Intrinsics, so not particularly interesting. Ship is getting wrecked out there. Wasn't stealth farm patched? The abort farm was patched, so you would... If you look at my objectives on the left, you've got the asteroid base commander, which is basically just... It's literally a Daro with a boss at the end. So people would spawn in, they'd go and smash that, and then they'd abort, they'd keep all the intrinsics, and then they'd repeat. But you still get the stealth bonus from killing dudes. Kind of annoying that I can't get in there. Just have to wait. Got a ram sled. Kind of not ideal, getting hammered. Definitely going to go critical before I get back there. Leave some guys here. I don't know if that'll work or not, but we'll find out. I suppose I've probably got enough time to do this ship anyway. How long does the usual run of the stealth farm take? Doing it the way I'm doing it. Ooh, this is bad. Usually like 40 minutes or something, half an hour. It's probably never 40, well, 40 minutes at the longer end, I guess. Probably the best way to say that. It's so annoying that these guys just don't come out quick enough. So if you do a stealth kill from the front, you lose your multiplier, so I can't carry it across from the other ship. Annoying. So these guys are basically a waste of time. The usual run, 30 to 40 minutes, and I usually get about 100 intrinsics from it. Go that way. Works out to be like 3.5 a minute on average. The old farm was like 4.5 a minute, and then if you got Smeater it would go up to like 7 sometimes. Not sure I've got the patience to grind this out for a whole lot longer. Come on now. It's like the most lucrative guy and he's standing so I can't get him. Oh, I did press that and it didn't work. Hopefully I've still got time. Seems fine. Oh, let me in. I swear these used to let me in there, but they don't anymore. I don't know why. managed to get one to keep the multiplier up. In an ideal world you would have that across all of them, but the world isn't ideal, so it rarely happens. Sucks that your team doesn't get the intrinsics that you stealth kill, don't they? Haven't really looked into that much. I know it, like originally it didn't, but they said they were doing a lot of work to make it so that regardless of what you do it gets shared. There's never any mention of the stealth stuff though, so I don't know if that carried across. Shit. Lost it. I could have had it, but I hit the guy in the wrong way. Railjack should be like communism. That's an interesting take. Turn that back on. So the problem with doing... Where the hell did he go? Behind me already, shame. But the problem with blasting to the next guy is that if you can't activate your abilities to not take damage, and if you take damage you immediately lose your stealth multiplier. Okay. I'm not going to get in on that conversation. Kind of dodgy running around without being an invis, just because if you take damage it's over. I'm just so impatient. Universal vacuum would be nice, yeah. I've been saying that for 5+ years, right? Killed that guy. Plus this guy is miles off. Inverted abilities? I'm pretty sure I got default. Hopefully I can target this guy. I mentioned vacuum, it's a trigger statement for someone. Yeah, clearly. Oh, there. This could be a problem. Hey Scarlet, welcome. Long time no see. Just farming up some intrinsics at the moment. Struggling against the really dodgy AI. I screwed that up, but we got away with it. Let's go and see if we can drag that cruise ship in. Haven't been on Warframe in months. Yeah, I don't play much either. There it is, the limit. See it turning away without me telling it to. Frustrating. Hopefully that ship kept coming. Have to find out. Let me turn around, please. I don't know if I can get into that. The ship's trying to make me turn around. Is there any reason you have your bow out? Yeah, if you've got your bow out and you use your alternate fire, it fires the current quiver arrow you've got selected. So I don't have to press 1 to fire the sleep arrows. I'm just pressing middle mouse. It's just more convenient, so I don't have to hold a button. Now, is this ship still facing this cruise ship? Good job, camera. I don't have control of this, so... There we go. Well, yeah, because I don't have the inverted abilities. I see now why you asked that question. But if you have your bow out, you can just tap middle mouse instead of holding 1 to fire the sleep arrow. Or whatever other quiver arrow you've got selected. Let's go and chill this guy out real quick. The one down here? I was expecting 2 for some reason. There's 2 blips on the map. Nothing interesting happening here. Oh. Scratch that. Railjack any good? I mean, it's fine. It's not as good as it should be, or as good as they advertise it to be, but it's still fun. It's a shame that the best way to farm Intrinsics is to do the Adari farm again. Because as if I haven't done that 1,000 times. For 1,000 different reasons, but it is what it is. Long journey to get back over here. There's a lower floor? Yeah. That's the second time someone said that in chat today. It took me a while to notice it too. Slow. Just gonna deal with this guy first, I think. Yeah, the cruise ships can all spawn a little differently. Sometimes there's like a little side path towards the gunner. Sometimes there's 2 different downward directions that they can spawn. Is that a ram sled? No. Actually, I forgot I wanted to come up here. I want to have a look at this thing for where the... Oh, it is a ram sled as well. So one spawns there. Let's just turn turn that on so I get my ass kicked. And the other one's there. So I'm just gonna park right here and see if this works. Just gonna deal with these guys real quick though. Can't remember who the fourth person was. You mean Rob? Back in the day? He did a lot of stuff with us. I don't remember what you're talking about specifically. Rob used to do sorties with us. He did... I think he was the fourth for when we did the... you know, that Queen challenge where we all had Valkyrie and had to protect Banshee or whatever. Yeah, Fake KO, that's it. Yeah, I reckon it was him. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but these three are the only names I remember. God damn it, just got on here. No, it's this convoluted ship as well. Let's go and deal with that. Looks like I'm pointing at the wrong radiator anyway. Unless it was Aelin? Maybe. I feel like... Was he that early? I thought he came later, right? A Warframe before you? Huh. Well, that went way higher than I wanted it to. Yeah, I reckon it was Rob. I do remember playing with Aelin, but not that much. Got that back at least. Ooh. Man, that's taking big damage, isn't it? Will that last long enough? Because I know there's a few more guys in here. Rather not have to stealth the whole thing. I mean, that goes without saying now, doesn't it? I think I've told that story of teaching you how to jump across that single gap 1,000 times. I still remember those days every time I come to that extraction tile. So I was hoping the Railjack would do this one automatically, but I guess I parked too close, so it's not going to. You were new and you had never used a mouse before, yeah I know. Crazy person. At least steal with my mouse, I know. God awful. How you got yourself into that predicament, I'll never know. Yeah. Gotta deal with this last thing. I'll see why this particle ram didn't fire up. Kind of annoying. Yeah, it was just too close, of course. 15 seconds till I can hide that again. Yeah, we got guys on board. Deal with them after we finally kill this thing, because it keeps killing me. Not sure if there's a better way to go about dealing with this so I don't have to be... oh shit. Constantly in and out of here. It probably is. Now you good? Likely story. Oh, I just fucked that up. Thought I had more time than I did. Let's just chill out for a bit, shall we? That was a close call. I'm playing PUBG today, I think you'd appreciate. Just reloading my gun from the glider. The F, which is to leave, fell from the sky. Nice. I absolutely would have appreciated that. I'm not sure how far away I am from the other objective. So it'd be nice to get there. This multiplier still. Not sure if these turrets are going to kill me as well, that'll be annoying. Oh shit. Where'd that guy go? Perfect timing on that. Ew. Some more friends on board. Yeah, I really wish I... oh shit. Oh, that heat proc doesn't remove it. That was interesting. Kind of wish I had that intrinsic for putting out fires, just because they do sap the heat, sap your health. I'm too lazy to go around doing it myself. Pretty low on that stuff too, so... okay. So the problem is... well, am I getting shot? Yeah, I am. At least this guy's aggroed on me. Put a few out. So I'm going to lose the multiply here, but not much I can do about that. I need to go and make some more of this stuff. Hey, I'll check that out. Probably do it after stream. Let's get 2 of these done. Looks like I'm not being attacked too much, but the fire is just doing damage over time. It's kind of screwing me up. Once I'm on the ship, I don't want to get off it again, so... get your head out of the way. Hopefully that'll do. Because this is usually where the bulk of the enemies you can stealth kill are. But I did get a lot of ram sleds. Also, the last one I did, it felt like there were a lot less enemies on this objective, which I suspect is probably a stealth nerf to this method if they have done it. Although it seems like there are a few here now, so maybe it's just unlucky. Literally just farm a Dari, yes it is. Once you've got all the parts, like you have to actually play Railjack to get all the parts to build it. If your goal is just Intrinsics, you'll probably be doing a lot of this. Sort of taking it that step further, and I do it to all the Ramstead guys and all the cruise ships and stuff. I don't know if that's how other people are doing it after the abort nerf, but that's how I do it. First time for that again? Yeah, I know, right? I'd love a statistic that tells me how many times I've done an Adari-like mission. Or the Adari strat. Because it would be tens of thousands, I think. And I'm not one to get Adari rushed by other people either, so I'm sure others have it even worse. 10k? Yeah, I don't know. A lot for sure. Ship's taking damage again. Not great. Thousands on focus, yeah. That's where most of my time went as well. But I level heaps of weapons like that. Solo as Avaro. I forget what else we've done it for. I feel like there's another big one that I'm forgetting. I mean, I did my 100 Bratton and Lex in there as well. That was painful. 100 Former. And I think you have to spend like 40 hours or something doing a diary to max out Intrinsics. That was with the old method. Not sure how much, how long it is now. I'm also not sure if that number is completely accurate. I know it's crazy high. I don't even remember who was telling me that. I've been on YouTube. Maybe Gaz, now that I think about it. Didn't really go how I wanted it to. Ooh, that was bad. I couldn't get behind him. As I get 500% before I kill the boss. That's fine. Bit of a waste though. Also no cat buffs for this whole run. Oh, never mind. Speak of the devil. Kind of wish it was a bit earlier, but still reasonable timing. I don't know how much that guy gives you, but supposedly it's a big chunk. Nice to have that doubled. I feel like I don't really have it in me to do another run after this, so it might even be a shorter stream than intended. 2.5 hours. I was going to go for 4, but I don't really have 4 hours of Warframe in me at the moment, I don't think. Hope they'll be playing some Crash tomorrow. That'll be fun. Oh shit. Hey, you going to bed? 3 AM, yep, sounds good. Thanks for dropping in. I think we're done here. See how many intrinsics we got. Ew. Can I get to one of these guys? Yeah, got the wrong finisher. Crash Bandicoot, yeah. Got the Insane Trilogy on PC. I'm gonna stream all that. Kind of the... oh shit. The plan is to do one Crash, one Dark Souls, one Crash. Celeste, one Crash, another Dark Souls maybe. Something like that. See you, Scarlet. Alright, so we got to 547. We started on 426. So 120, 121. How long was that? 43 minutes, yeah. Six. Just writing that down. Was it 547? Can't look at my window at the moment. 547. Reasonable. I'll go and check out that engine, but I don't think it's anything special. I've been kind of keeping an eye out for weapons. You get a lot less weapons doing this. Most of my time I'd spend farming Giant Point, as most other people do. Okay, I can't open that apparently. But you're just constantly killing cruise ships, so get all kinds of stuff. Did I put everything back on here? Don't need that, but I don't have anything better. So if I did this instead, yeah, just hit that and turn off 8 fires. That's pretty convenient. 3 points left over. I don't really know what I would use that for. Oh, the reactors. So I got 99 and 86, 93 and 81, 90, 73, and then 195. So this was the very first reactor I got after they did the update. I think I had another 1 or 2 here that I think I had 2 more. Maybe not, I don't remember. So I really... what the hell? Why has that got a black spot in the middle of it? I really want to enjoy weapons that aren't the cryophons, but I haven't really been able to find any yet. Let's get rid of all this Mark II stuff. Also just realised I'd only be picking up Mark II because I was only on Saturn. So all this other stuff I already had. Yeah, I think Epoch is hit scan, which I wanted a Vidar for, with a higher damage roll. And then this isn't hit scan, but it strips armor maybe, so that you can use the artillery to kill the big guys. Hey Lucas. And I think Pulsar is something that I just don't like, so we're going to kill that. Kind of with the shields, all I'm doing is going for the delay, get that as low as I can. So there's rubbish. Kind of keep that one because it's the highest max that I've got. What was the last thing? Ship. Yeah, engine, sorry. Yeah, both awful, so let's just Vidar again. Cassinox is like AR, you mean assault rifle? AR? Let's kill that. I have used it before I built a Zekti one, and I found that I was pretty unimpressed by it. But I'd like to get the Vidar version for the less heat accretion and more damage overall. Yeah, I think I crunched it back down to build another one of those. I'm not sure how high the weapon damage roll goes, but I thought they were all like 50 to 60%, right? Like these are 43 and 55. I don't know if they all go that high. 45, 35, 43. Because if that's the case, both of these are very low. I think that's all I had to do here. I want APOC to root armor and proc particle. Don't know which house would be better. I'm not sure. I wasn't very impressed with the Zekti for the Carcinox. So I feel like that needs more damage and less heat. I don't know if all the other ones are like that. The only APOC one I've used is the default one we got. Only Cryphon caps at 60, the rest cap at 30. Really? Interesting. Is the Ivara build efficiency and range? Yes, I think I've got like 100% duration still. Let's have a look. And I had strength. I had strength because I had the augment, but I ditched the augment, so I don't even need strength anymore. That's what I had on there. More strength makes that quicker. That's only a 9% speed increase because I've got no strength now. That's right, because I wanted to have mobilize in there. But if you... Oh, that doesn't go in there, really? I think because I put quick thinking in, actually, because I was still getting one shot occasionally. That was annoying me. But yeah, that's basically it. This doesn't really matter that much. The Fraggle build that I was running. Is there a primed version of this? Crit chance. A lot of crit. Yeah. There is? I thought there was. Seems weird to me that I don't have it. Maybe I just haven't maxed it. If this Fraggle would get out of the way. No, that's interesting. Because I thought I had every primed mod, but apparently not. So I'm going to get this AR-10 from this weekly thing.
Hey, welcome to my bazaar. So, looking for iron? That's the spirit. Let's go.
Came out recently? Huh. Bought it recently about a month ago. Damn. I reckon I must have looked in there and just thought I had them and not bought them. Because I don't think I've missed a bar. Just got the bow out because I don't like parkouring with a melee weapon. Feels unnatural. This one used to be fun with the old parkour, not so much anymore. I don't even want to think about what I'm missing in the game. What do you mean? 29 days ago, check the bar history. Right. Yeah, I reckon I must have been there. I just not realised what they were. I still like collecting these. 7 minutes, I don't think that's accurate. Definitely something weird going on with those mission timers. Unless that includes time here, maybe. Even then, that seems a bit exaggerated. Just have everything except like 7 mods? Yeah, fair enough. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I'm missing in that regard too. Especially... equipment. More than anything, I guess, used. Like, I haven't bothered farming. That's not as much as I thought it would be, actually. But like all the prime stuff I don't really bother with. I still haven't done some of the Zors. This is bullshit, I've leveled that up. Barza Prime is something that I'd really like. I do like the regular Barza. And yeah, I haven't finished the Lich guys. I'm not going to either. In-game timer, yeah, a bit busted. Yeah. What else is there to do? Warframe at the moment. Haven't done sorties in a long time. I don't really feel the urge to do much these days. I was at Plague Star, Railjack. There were some decorations that I'd do arbitrations for, or I'd have to go hunting on the plains, I think. Raptors operator only live? No, I don't think so. That's one of those things that frustrates me. I'm frustrated right now. What was the time? 3 minutes? 4 minutes. 3 minutes. That's not something I would ever do live, one of those challenges. No way. One of the ones that I struggle with. Definitely not. Done this. No point doing sorties, no point. I don't have the energy to do more Railjack, that's for sure. Burned out on that. Stealth farming at least. I don't need to farm any more Railjack parts. There's decorations there's no real rush for. Nightwave, oof, god. I haven't touched Nightwave. This has all just been passive. Complete one sortie. ESO puts me to sleep every time. Index. Fascinations. Mining. Syndicates. Oh god. I haven't done any of the medallions for that challenge. I don't really think I'll ever finish them all, honestly. Does anyone know when this expires? Do I have credits? No. These are new offerings. Does it give you somewhere where it tells you how long until the next season? I don't think that's a thing, is it? The news panel in your orbiter will notify you a few weeks before the end of series. Which says nothing, so it's obviously not anytime soon. Still no confirmed end date. Alright. Hope the next sortie is good. The last one was... I assume that's a resident sleeper, yeah. I think you missed some of the solstice skins. I don't care about those. Unless there's alerts for them here. What is this? Plague Star. Yeah, I don't care much about skins, honestly. Lich. I've had this guy for a long time. I'm very de-incentivized to do it because they've talked about having a way to just toss them out. I don't need a Karak, definitely not at 29%. I'm kind of pushing that off. I suspect like 1 or 2 days before this cycles, I'll get the motivation to just smash this out. And I'll spend 10 hours just grinding all this. That's what I did last time. Ephemera I don't care about. So really the only thing I care about, well that's energized, so that's always useful. That's the Umbra Former, which I heard you can get from Railjack, but that's apparently a painful farm that I haven't done. I haven't done Liches in like 2 months. Been great ignoring them. Yeah, I agree. I went hard for like, well, they came out. I did one. I got really angry. Didn't touch it for a week or two. and then I went back and grinded out like 7 or 8 of the weapons over the next few weeks. Let's have a look in here. And then I haven't touched it for the last month or two. Cuba. Quartak, Dragoon. I haven't leveled those two. So I got 11. I think there's 13 total, so I'm missing 2 maybe. I really like the comb and the Tonkor. I was amazed by how much I like this. It's got the buff back to make it similar to what it used to be. Still doesn't have the headshot thing, but really good. Quartak, pretty good. Everything else has sort of been pretty crap. This was okay, I guess. Everything else is like meh. Did you build like 6 Bala Zors for the DPS test, but never get Emma for the other parts? Yes, that is something that I did indeed do. I was working my way through all of them, so I've got heaps of Zor and Miwan. Sorry, Bala and Miwan. And I think I'd almost finished doing both of those. So there's what's this? Daggers and polearms, and this is swords and polearms, I think. And then I've done a bunch of these, which were more specific for like taking out. What are these more specific for? Like Prophet Taker. These first 2 are when they just first came out. I was going to work my way through the whole list, and I guess I still plan to. If I play the game long enough, inevitably I would just continue doing that as I level, but I haven't been leveling much lately, so... I was going to do the same thing with kit guns. Haven't started much yet, though. Saw some people using the Brak. I heard the Brak was pretty good, but I wasn't too impressed with it. It feels like a tiny step down from the Mara Detron, I thought. It wasn't that impressive. He should have rewarded people who've done Season 1 differently. I mean, I don't agree with pretty much anything they've done in the last few years, so I agree with that. Doesn't look like 6? No. Others hoard Noggles, this man hoards Zors. I bought one of each Noggle. I do like the idea of collecting the Warframe ones. Up here. Fall off kills the Brak. I mean, you just gotta play around it. You could say that about any shotgun, right? What build is this? Speedrun. I think the real Kuva weapon I was super impressed with was the comb, but that's because I have a ribbon on it. Which I feel like... Oh, it's weaker because of this, that's right. So I still have to have 360s on here. I was hoping that the disposition would let this stay at 120% so that I wouldn't have to have this, but that wasn't the case. Also just realised how eerily silent it is out here in Simulacrum. We're going to look at the Brak. Yeah, I don't know what build I got on here. Corrosive Heat. I didn't bother with this. This gets to 100 without multi-shot, doesn't it? Yeah. And then I never really finished leveling the Sildog? Shieldegg, yeah. I haven't done that yet. Versus the Detron, right. I mean, it's fine, it's not bad. Is that cat still here? I can hear it. You know, it's actually better than I remembered. It's quite reasonable that I level 100, but... To get a decent ribbon on the brack, that'd be alright. Let's yeah, it's actually a lot better than I remembered. There's no way the Detron would do that. What is this build? It's just corrosive weight because the crit's garbage. So 100% with corrosive weight. It's going to do very little. Is there anything else? Oh, the Tonko. Yeah. Guess I'll show that build. I used to have a really good ribbon for the Tonko, which I don't have anymore, which I'm quite sad about because when they nerfed it, they really nerfed it. The old one, and then the Kuva Tonko made me enjoy it a lot. So crit with viral munitions and heat. And heat was built in, I just put that on there as well. Go back to 100 just for the Detron. Yeah, maybe I got those backwards in my memory. I always used to use this for stripping. Because I don't know what I would replace the corrosive weight with. Maybe use the old Tonko, yeah. You definitely missed out. Ooh. That was one of the first guns I was introduced to when I got into the game. Saw some people, probably on Draco back in the day, using that. It was amazing. So is there something that could go in this slot that would be beneficial? Reload while holstered, weapon recoil. Oh, it was the flight speed people were complaining about, right? Chuck that in there. I'm kind of using this here, like this slot only gets filled out if the weapon is decent. So there's not a whole lot of weapons that have that. Yeah, so most of these are fully formed, but most of them don't have the Exilus thing unlocked. I reckon the Brack deserves it. Was that Tonko? Still not crazy, but being able to deal with armor like that definitely made me enjoy using the weapon again. And I haven't been able to kill myself with it yet. It's also not holding its own. Double it with Rhino or Siren or something. Always amuses me whenever I just knock them down because they're too close, like that. Yeah, it dies out at 150, but sorties and stuff. What else? The Kuva Floods is kind of where I was using them. Kind of the only thing I did for a while there. Not really giving it the best showing, am I? There's a time when this came back out that I was exclusively using it again. Maybe it's nostalgia that makes me think it's better than it is. Yeah, I know it does have self-damage, but I haven't been able to actually do it. Yeah, not that I've been trying, but I mean in mission it was never really a problem. It's great when it goes off. Seems like it's not going off very much. Is the build I was using? Yeah. Oh, I still enjoy that weapon. The Brak was really good. I've always liked the Quartak. People always sort of shit on it. I like it enough to put that slot in there. It does need the fire rate. That's a good one. I don't think I like any of the other stuff. This is probably the next best. It's got... Oh, I see. You can just strip armor by not aiming. Oh, the stubber, yeah. The twin stubbers that they're never called the double stubbers. With the Revenant's nice for gas damage. The Quartak. I don't like the way this one feels is my only real complaint. I don't like how when you start shooting it just climbs like that. Always feel like you're aiming where you don't want to actually hit. Aiming for center mass to get headshots, kind of weird. Have you tried Redeemer? I haven't. I mean, I tried it after 3.0 initially, and they said it was completely dead, and then they said they changed it again. I don't know what the build has to be now. I think I didn't used to use Weeping, but someone said that that fixes it, so I tried that again. I don't remember what the old build was. It's just gas and cold. Would you go Corrosive Heat again? It seems like you want to go Corrosive Heat on everything these days. I'll wait for someone to tell me what I should use on here, because I know it's terrible unless we've got the right thing. I think there's that... there's some weird mods that have come out that are pretty useful now. Yeah, like this one. Use that on the Nakana. Makes that really good. This is useful now. I thought there was a couple more, but I don't remember. It's really weird. Really weird the first time I saw that, because that's now better than the Vice. The Vice attack speed, wherever that is. Gladiator Vice, that's it. 30%. Now, the most impressive thing I've seen is definitely the Nakana. Just for its force slash procs, right? Wow, I can get to 170 now. Cool. Don't need that. Those slash procs for 20k on there. That's what I've been using for the... for the Railjack guys. Corrosive is probably better in general, but I like gas. High noon over bullet dance now, which is really weird. That is indeed weird. So we still gas cold? Would you still use this? And killing blow. What would killing blow replace? Thought you would use this somewhere as well, right? You just use gas? Interesting. '90s instead of '60s for weeping. Like that. Really hope Nakana doesn't end up getting nerfed. Yeah, it feels like it's a huge outlier in terms of power, like it's way better than everything else. So I wouldn't really be surprised if they do. Banes are good. I can never really be bothered with those. No, did I forget the stance as well? Hey Arcades, welcome. So which combo do you want to use? used to be... I don't remember what it used to be, actually. Well, it didn't used to be any combo at all, did it? Just fire and that was it. Scythes are the best melee? Really? Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this thing to make it not shit. Really weird combo of pressing W and S between melees. So you're toggling between the double and the single? Is that what you mean? Still seems awful. They're just kind of mixed. You either go for a normal shot or a heavy attack one. Use normal but killing at blow for heavy. What's the difference between a charged attack and a heavy attack? Or are you saying that the combo ones point use like killing blow and stuff? Jesus. Oh, I can't make that work either. I just find them too awkward to use now. Stop. Hold too long while doing the normal attack when it will waste your combo. I see. Right. The reason I like Bullet Dance, I don't know if it does that with the Redeemer actually. Yeah, you still got that combo. Which isn't going to be using my heavy attack at all. It also feels very slow all of a sudden. The only time I ever use these guns is for these gun blades. Just for stripping armor with the Sapling, honestly. This is macroed. Where's that shrunk? I mean, yeah, it looks good. It's kind of inconvenient now is the thing. Like, I don't want to use a weapon that is above average if it's inconvenient, you know. It's kind of killed it for me. This is really good for like doing scaling damage for some of the challenges and stuff. Yeah, Bullet Dance, just crazy attack speed for armor strip. Oh, that's stripping these guys very quick. Yeah. Okay. I was using the wrong thing. That was confusing me. Wow. You see, those guys get launched. Still incredibly slow on these dudes, apparently. Really good for the Eidolons and the... who else? The Plague Star guy. Hematite. Because I think you only need 6 bursts to do those. Whereas these guys obviously need a lot more. There's a lot of attack speed, yeah. Got a rhythm specifically for it, just for more attack speed. Attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. I don't know if this counts or not, but I throw it on there anyway. And then just more crits to fire up Berserker quicker. I don't think I've got any good scythes. I always think in my head scythe to say it. To spell it, but that's not how I actually say it. Yeah, I think I'd need a Zor one, right? For being good. I like the new mods, wish they kept the bullet dances before. Really like that stance. Yeah. I've never really liked the gunblades very much. Doesn't for normal attacks. And like, I don't think any of these are particularly good, are they? They're decent, but not great. And is it the same build for these as Nakana? The Nakana? I think it's similar, isn't it? I think I might have tried doing that already. Did I do that on here? Yeah, I did try doing it, but I didn't have enough former, which is why I didn't stick around with it. Hang on. It's my alarm to go and eat lunch. Just have to reply to this text. Heard a lot about those? Yeah. I think the reason I stuck with the Nakana is mostly aesthetic. I've always liked the idea of katanas. But I think I did see a video somewhere of somebody doing the scythe thing, and it was pretty good. eValley did a 3-hour run with one of those. Nice. Well, I saw a video as well of this thing, the charge attack on here being really good, and I could not make it. It didn't matter what I did, I couldn't make it any good. So, and I didn't really want to pump the former into any of these to make that other weird build. But I guess when I get around to doing the Zora, I probably will. I do like the way that looks, I haven't seen that for a while. Do I have anything else to do? I think I'm pretty much done. Nothing else to show off. Actually, I did hear that this got a splitting beam at some point. I never got around to trying that. Vortex good. Try out that as well, why not? That's not bad. I think it has innate radiation. I wouldn't have modded it for that. Definitely nice having that auto split. Not awful, but not amazing. I always compared the Crack to the Bratton Prime, which is my favourite automatic rifle. I'll probably do something with heat now, actually. That's electricity. Might try that right now. Let's get rid of that. That was just for Nova at some point. So I could swap these around so that it's corrosive heat instead of just corrosive. That's interesting. 100 former, yeah. Let's try heat. Kind of interested. I haven't tried Redeemer, but I would think a build with focus energy and generic melee efficiency would be best. Hybrid build is kind of nuts. I don't know, I really dislike the weapon too much to even bother theory crafting with it, honestly. It was alright for a while there. It's kind of lost my interest. What if we do that is corrosive heat. Less corrosive weight, but heat, obviously. Can she use the core attack with a mod to reduce fire rate? Again, that sounds inconvenient. I feel like he's staggering a lot more. Let's get around to the Redeemer heavy attack build and compare them. Been delaying these endurances forever. Yeah, I know that feeling. I can't tell if heat is better or not. I guess the best way would just be to spawn one in max level. Bombard. That definitely stripped way quicker, but overstrip maybe. You end up using the same amount of ammo to kill that guy. Let's I mean, we'll do a gunner, why not? It seems a bit silly because it's corrosive, but let's get the overstrip problem way sooner. Getting down to like 25 on the second mag. I feel like that was a little bit better. Viral heat, hunter munitions. I've always found hunter munitions to be pretty crap on assault rifles. I can't really fit it either unless I drop shred or this. Yeah, my Riven doesn't really suit it. Like if this was heat or something that went into viral, it would make sense. I'm probably going to leave it like that for now. I'll play some actual gameplay at some point, see how it feels. I think that's it. No, I really can't think of anything else to procrastinate with. My experience, heavy attack Redeemer is only good against no armor or low armor. Yeah, that's kind of the place that you don't need the weapon, right? You want it to specialize and scale, because everything can deal with no armor or low armor. Redeemer Prime has impact damage, you can try Shattering Impact on it. Shattering Impact only works on like it doesn't work on the charged attack though, right? Only works when you're hitting dudes, because charge attack's blast. If I want to strip armor, I'll just go the Weeping Winds build. Use something like the Strun Wraith, yeah. Strun Wraith, pretty good. I think I've got an Exilus on there. It does? I don't think it used to, at least. The Redeemer is pure blast on the charge attack, which means Shattering Impact doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know what's changed with Melee 3.0. Maybe it does work now. So you finally saw the Nakano 8? Yeah. Unfortunately, that is kind of the only weapon I use now. Nakano Prime. When I'm actually just playing for myself, at least. Get shit done. Usually that, usually the Lex, and usually the Ignis. It's kind of my default. You can also tell that I haven't streamed for a long time because my voice is starting to fuck up. My throat is quite sore. I forgot that was a thing. Anyway, I'm probably going to end there. I think I've done everything I wanted to do. I made sure the stream is running alright. Probably stream some Crash tomorrow, maybe some Dark Souls after that. Hopefully my brain will work so that I can do that. It's always a 50-50. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for all the follows and subs and raids and whatever else happened, all the Twitch stuff. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. See you later.